Yes. How are we all doing?
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Player rating time. City winning last night 5-0 against Copenhagen. It's a big win, that. And obviously, it puts us on the edge of qualification. Obviously, one game to go in terms of qualifying. And then
basically there, isn't it, at this point?
Pretty much there, yeah. So it is an absolutely massive game. And we just got to hope that, we don't balls it up come next week, because next week it could be a done deal. And then it's a big game playing against Dortmund for top of the group. That's if both of us win. And then obviously the final game of the group, Seville, that will be then a dead rubber. So we've got the player ratings. As always, guys, make sure you're active in the chat. Let us know what you think about the players' performances, and feel free to give your player ratings in the chat. It was a good one. That the one we did against United was a really good player ratings. I felt we all pretty much was on the same sort of like level, that one. So let's see if we're all in agreement today. Now, before we start, we've got 150 people in. Let's make sure we're dropping a like on the stream, guys. We've got 50 likes right now. Let's see if we got those likes up towards 100. So please drop a thumbs up on the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. We're 40 subscribers away now from 64,300.
That's mad, that's gone rapid.
Gone pretty quick, guys. So if you are here for the first time, please make sure you subscribe to us and make sure you hit the notification bell. And massive shout out to our sponsor today, the guys at OneFootball. Absolute goats have sponsored today's stream. If you don't know what they are, if you want to get any football news straight to your phone completely for free, then OneFootball is the app to have. You can use the link in the description and pin comment. Once you download it, select City as your favourite team, and you get all the team news straight to your phone, in-game stats, in-game commentary if you can't make the game, and loads of transfer news and stuff as well. It's all there. Loads of stuff that you can vote on in that, like play of the match, all that kind of stuff. So get involved, and massive shout out to OneFootball. Right, we might as well get straight into it then, bro. Edison in goal, obviously, yesterday.
Hold on, before we start, I'm not really buffing 179. I did super chat. I said, can I become a mod, please? We kind of pick mods just like loosely. Do you know what I mean? So we would do that in like when streams start getting hectic. That's when we start to get more mods and stuff. So, but you know what I mean. You throw your name in the hat. It's all good.
Sorted? Right, let's go. Edison played the full 90 minutes, made one save. Ahmad says he had 100% pass accuracy.
That's sick.
Which is wild. And he played 12 long balls as well, all of them successful. So that was pretty wild. That again, only had one save to give. We've mentioned this on previous streams. 6 is the average, and it's always kind of difficult to give a goalkeeper a really high score when they've only had to make one save. However, he made 100% passing accuracy out of 30 passes total. I mean, where'd you go with that? I'd probably just give him like a 7.5, something like that. Like, it's kind of difficult.
See, it's again the Edison situation, isn't it? I'd give him just a standard 7.5 as well. I think it's hard to give him anything more because he's not like saved, he's not like done worldies, but he did keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
But then he wasn't really tested.
Yeah.
So, but the Xtra Club have given him a 7.1.
I guess we can only really judge him on like what he did on the ball, and he did really well.
And a lot of people in the chat are saying 7. And if we're saying what's the middle ground, 6.
6 is the average, yeah.
6 is the average. He's got a clean sheet. He didn't do much. 7. I reckon that's probably fair.
I think it's fair. I think the Xtra Club give him a 7.1. So again, anything above like 6.5, I would say is fair. But it's always really difficult to give goalkeepers ratings when they didn't have to do anything in terms of saving the ball. So, a little bit difficult. Anthony Gaming comes in with a $5 donation. Yes, Anthony, thanks a lot for the dono. Says, I'm concerned about Erling Haaland leaving Man City. The room of the back. Real Madrid is what that guy said about it. Nah, you're not right, yeah. So you're talking about the release clause.
Release clause. Pep confirmed that it's not a thing.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
Everyone has pretty much confirmed that it's not a thing. Fabrizio has also confirmed it's not a thing.
Yeah. I won't worry about it, bro. It's not going to happen for at least 2 years anyway.
You've got 2 years until the release clause comes active, but there is no... basically favoritism, or Real Madrid don't have some extra deal with City, so it only applies to Real Madrid, so they're gonna accept it. Personally, I think that City will be after getting this guy onto a new contract without a release clause in. But do you know what I mean? If that doesn't happen, we still have 2 years of Erling Haaland, so don't worry about it till at least the end of next year.
Yeah, no, for sure. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream, man. 250 people in now. Let's get it up to 100. Right, Joao Cancelo, his stats yesterday, he played 57 minutes in total, made 3 tackles, he won 3 out of his 9 ground duels, he got fouled a couple of times, he had a 95% pass accuracy off of 62 passes, which is absolutely insane. A couple of crosses which were unsuccessful. Yeah, I mean, I think Joao Cancelo had a really good game yesterday. You know, I thought he played really, really well, and he only played 57 minutes. What do you reckon about his performance yesterday, Bray?
It was all right, Cancelo's performance. He got an assist.
He got an assist, yeah. The first one, Erling Haaland on the right hand side.
He was getting dusted. He got dusted by that one guy quite a few times.
Damery. He did struggle on him. Yeah, a little bit.
He did well though. Do you know what I mean? He was quite strong and big and rapid. So, but Cancelo, do you know what I mean? He didn't really have any issues. It's difficult with the defense today because they didn't have much to do. But for him to get an assist is good. Obviously shows that he's a part of the attack more than what he was for defensive abilities. Yeah, other than that, I think it was pretty chill. I'd probably give him a 7.5, just based on the base. If I ever get Edison a 7, and in fact I agree, the Xtra Club with the Edison rating of 7.1. I think a 7.5 is good for Cancelo, just a chill game for him, and he got an assist.
The Xtra Club would give him a 7.2. I think that's fair. I'll probably go in around that. I'll probably go for 7.5. He got the assist on the for the first goal, although this website's saying he didn't get the assist, but he definitely got the assist, didn't he? So I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, it might have been robbed of it. Maybe it's been like one of them Kev ones.
I'd give him a 7.5, man. So I'm pretty calm on that. So yeah, Joao Cancelo 7.5, pretty standard. Not the best defensively. Damery did have him a little bit, but in terms of like his overall game, 57 minutes, somewhere in the below, like the low 7s, I think is fair.
Dennis in the chat says, how do you guys work out the Xtra Club ratings? Basically, in the Xtra Club Discord server, you can vote on all the players. You can vote from 0 to 10, and then we collate every single person's vote, and we work out the average on that to get your player ratings.
There we go.
That's how you get it. It's a very, very fair way of doing it.
YG, yes, bro. Thanks a lot for your support, Bray. Right, Diaz, let's move on to Diaz. Back in the side, obviously didn't play against Man United. He played the full 90 minutes yesterday. Made 1 clearance and 1 interception. Apparently didn't have any ground duels at all, but did win 2 out of his 3 aerial duels. Had a 96% pass accuracy off of 126 passes, and made 8 successful long balls off of 10 attempts there as well. So kind of interesting, because that doesn't really give you the stats for Ruben Diaz. That's more like a John Stones or a Laporte, you know what I mean? No tackles and a really, really high passing rating. I thought he had a really good game. Didn't have any defending to do. I'd probably just give him like a 7.5 again. I
was going to say, so I was going to give him like a 7, like something like that. Do you know what I mean? Just because it's standard. Yeah, a standard game. It's barely, you know what I mean? There's barely anything to do for him.
Yeah, so the chat's sort of saying like a 7, 7.7. I just think it's somewhere in
it's somewhere
in
around
the 7s.
there. Yeah, the Xtra Club have given me a 7.6. So, do you know what I mean? Everyone's in the same boat in this. It's good this when we're all in the same idea. A few weeks ago, like in the first couple of player rating streams that we did, it was all over the place. Yeah. No one could agree on player ratings, but now it seems we're very close. Yeah, very close nowadays. I like that. Do you know what I mean? We're together chatting it. We're all doing it together. Yeah. Vinay in the chat says, guys, put a poll. But for what?
Yeah, no, we're not going to do a poll,
we
bro.
Can't poll every player,
people can just put their own votes in the chat, bro.
Put it in the chat, innit?
Right, Laporte back in, obviously following his injury, did get a few minutes against United, but this was the one where he's back in the side. Played the full 90 minutes again, which was we was quite surprised at, weren't we?
I thought he'd come off me.
100%. Yeah, made 1 clearance, won 1 out of his 3 ground duels, won 6 out of his 7 aerial duels, had a 93% pass accuracy off 105 passes, and had 7 successful long balls off of 9 attempted, and won a penalty as well. So that was pretty decent. I'd probably give Aymeric Laporte a little bit higher than Ruben Diaz. I was really quite impressed with his performance. I did not expect him to be as good as he was, given that was his first major game back. So if I give Diaz a 7.5, you know what? I'll probably give Diaz a Laporte, maybe that's a 7.7. I thought he was really good last night.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to give him a 7.5 on the basis that I did give Diaz a 7. We're in them two realms of like our ratings are a bit skewed, but we're on the same wavelength. But yeah, higher than Diaz, but do you know what I mean? He's not like he didn't have a worldly game, but it's very, very good to see him play full 90 minutes. It shows he was more fit than what I thought he was. and he was back to him. He felt like a little bit, sometimes a bit slow on the ball, but that's because he's just getting to the speed of the game. But then it felt like he was back to Laporte. Pinging balls about, do you know what I mean? The amount of times that he just whipped the ball across, do you know what I mean? That's Laporte, that. So excited to see him back in the side, and we said this in the stream yesterday at the end of the game. We said it's crazy now that we have 4 fit centre backs who are all top quality.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. The Xtra Club are giving Laporte a 7.4, so they actually rated him lower than Diaz, but I think Laporte should be given slightly higher than Diaz. I thought he was more visible than Diaz, and he won a penalty as well. So yeah, but you know, good performance from him nonetheless. It wasn't really about how good his performance was yesterday, was it, Laporte? Because let's be honest, we were never really going to be in a situation where, you know, we really needed Diaz and Laporte to defend for their lives yesterday. That was never going to be the situation. For Laporte, it was just more a case of getting him in, getting him the minutes, getting him fresh, and getting him ready for the weekend's game, or just ready to be selected for any particular match coming up. So yeah, really positive that he's back, and it's just John Stones waiting on now. So hopefully we get some good news on him real soon.
Yeah. Lavinia in the chat says Laporte has lost some pace. I don't think he's lost some pace. I think it's just because he's only just come back. He's not going to overdo it in one game. ID says as well, Laporte had a great game though. He looked a bit off his normal pace. Yeah, I think you're on about the pace of the game there, which I think that'll come in time. That's why I don't think he'll start against Southampton, because I think he'll be a little bit off the pace.
He's been out for months, guys, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's his first proper game that he's had since last season, because he didn't play in international games because he stayed out of it because of his injury.
Yeah, he won't be right at the top of his game now for another couple of weeks. So, but he's getting there. So that's the good news. That's good news. Right, let's move on to Sergio Gomez. I think that was his only second start. I think might have been for City.
Yeah, I think he started against Seville.
Yeah, I think he did. Played the full 90 minutes. He won 1 out of his 2 ground duels, won 2 out of his 3 aerial duels. Had an 89% pass accuracy. He made 1 key pass, 1 successful cross off of 4 attempts, and 3 long balls, none of them successful. Had 2 shots on target, and 2 block shots, and of course,
one of the shots ended up in a goal.
With the Haaland one.
He nearly had a worldie on another one.
Classed as an assist, that, innit? Do you know what I mean? So, pretty much, it's on this website here, it's classed as an assist. I actually thought he had a really, really good game yesterday, Gomez. Going forward,
very good.
He was a very, very, very good going forward. His on-the-ball control is second to none. I think it's really, really good. He's still so young. He's only 21 years old. It's pretty wild. Absolutely superb. But, you know, like we said last night in quite a lot of detail, that's not really up for dispute. We looked at his stats for last season at Anderlecht, and his stats are incredible. We read scouting reports all say he's excellent going forward, so it's no real surprise how good he is going forward. The major concern here is how good is he defensively, and we're still yet to see him be tested there. But you can only judge him off what he did yesterday. The Xtra Club have given him, bro, an 8.6. What are you saying?
I was thinking more like an 8 to 8.2-ish around that mark. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh there, but I think he was very, very good. He was really good. I think one of the most impressive things about Sergio Gomez is it's just like the Akanji situation. He looks like he's coming in. He looks like he's been a part of the team for a long time. Yeah. He's not had like an embedding period where he's looked difficult for him. He looks like he's settled in straight away. He's moving into midfield and inverting very, very well. So much so that we're bringing on Wilson Esbrand, and Gomez is just going to the midfield. Yeah. They did the exact same thing. Didn't we do it against United as well? Yeah. United, he moved up into midfield there. So I think it's crazy that he's got this Pep system straight away. He understands it. Pep clearly trusts him in moving him about. Kind of like, it's kind of a shame really, because Zinchenko was very good at moving about like that as well, and I think he would have excelled in doing what Sergio Gomez is doing this season. But I think the attacking abilities of Sergio Gomez trumps Zinchenko, so I think that's where we'll benefit if his defensive side matches. Obviously, we don't know that yet, though. Yeah,
I think Sergio Gomez looks better on the ball than Zinchenko. I think he's better going forward than Zinchenko.
It's just all about that defensive, like, if we can trust him.
Zinchenko was semi-decent at defending, whereas we don't really know what Sergio Gomez is right now. I'm with you on the rating. I think 8.6 for me is probably a little bit too high, so I'd probably go a little bit lower. I'd probably go like 8.2, 8.3, but still, he's in the 8s, in my opinion.
Very good game.
And yeah, probably the best best game he's had in a City shirt since he's been here. So yeah, very, very impressive.
I'm absolutely buzzing for him.
Yeah, me too. What we got now? We got 300 people in the stream, 119 likes, so we are past the 100 like mark. Let's see if we can get those up to 150, guys. 30 people required to smash the thumbs up button. Get us to 150 likes, guys, and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. We're trying to get to 64,300 subscribers. We need about 40 people to subscribe to the channel. So if you're not already done that, please consider doing that. And of course, if you want to get your stats for the game during the game, go download the OneFootball app, and as the game's being played, you can get live, up-to-date stats of the game. You can get in-game commentary and much more. If you download the app, guys, you do help directly support the channel. It doesn't cost you a penny, so we appreciate everyone that downloads it. Right, Ilkay Gundogan back in the CDM position again. Obviously, Rodri's still not ready to start a game, but he was on the bench, so that's good news. He'll probably be back for Southampton. Gundogan played the full 90 minutes. He had a 96% pass accuracy, and he made 3 key passes during the game. He made 3 long balls, all of which were successful. He had 2 shots on target and 2 shots blocked. He won 5 out of his 6 ground duels and won 1 out of his 3 aerial duels. Got fouled a couple of times and made a few tackles there as well. I thought it was another brilliant performance from Ilkay Gundogan, and in fact, they were talking about him on TalkSport this morning, saying how good he is.
Were they?
Yeah.
Nice.
Backing him.
For me, bro, I think he had a mint game. And I know there weren't much to do defensively, which is obviously a big thing when you're playing CDM, but he was very much involved in everything, scooping up balls and stuff like that, winning the ball back very, very early, which always contributes to the fact Rodri does it really well as well, winning the ball back early, because it means you can suffocate the team, and that's what we did yesterday. We suffocated Copenhagen, just pushed them all back, and it was just heavy pressure. So much so that Diaz, I think at one point, every single one of our players bar Edison was in their half.
True, very true.
I think he had a really good game, mate. I was going to give it an 8.5, and I'm surprised at the Xtra Club rating, which I'll say now. The Xtra Club rating is an 8. I'm not sure what you think, bro. I give it an 8.5 because I thought he was really good, but it could be too high.
It's definitely in the 8, so we're in the right situation. I guess the thing is then, does he make the 9s? I don't think he makes the 9s.
I don't think he makes the 9s.
So he's in the 8 somewhere. So then you got to decide, okay, is he on the low 8s, or is he up near, sort of towards the 9s? And I feel like it's kind of difficult to say. So for me, I would probably say, I probably agree with you, I'd probably go 8.5 for Gundogan, which is a terrific score. I thought he really did control the game yesterday. I thought he dictated the play, and just everything that you saw that he did for Germany against England, you saw him do it for City against United. I thought he did it again, and really, every time he got the ball, he was looking for a forwards pass, looking to put City on the attack, linking in with Grealish and Bernardo Silva and the wingers and that. So yeah, I thought he had a brilliant game yesterday. I would go personally 8.5, just go slap bang in the middle. So yeah, 8.5.
Easy life, innit? But Gundogan by the Xtra Club did get an 8 from the Xtra Club members, which I was surprised at. I thought they'd have been gassing him up a little bit, but nah, got an 8. Moving on then.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva
played 66 minutes in the game, bro. Had 70 touches of the ball and made 59 passes with a 93% pass accuracy. Now, he had 5 key passes during the game. He made 1 successful cross out of 3. He had 5 long balls, 3 of which were successful. Shot on target, shot off target. He did miss 2 big chances, which is completely correct.
Oh, yeah, I remember one of them when he just blasted it over the bar.
And he hit the post.
Won
a couple of his ground duels there as well. So yeah, Bernardo Silva. I thought he had a good game yesterday. It's just he'll be disappointed that he didn't get any goals, because he really probably should have at least 1, if not 2, to be honest with you guys, because he hit the post. The one that he hit the post was probably a little bit more tricky than the second one, but
because the angle,
but for me, a guy of his quality should probably be squeezing that in. However, the second one, he defo should have scored. However, his all-round game for me was still decent. The question is, does he get in the 8? Now, the Xtra Club have given him a rating of 7.9. Adam Quinn in the chart saying 7.9.
I've seen a lot of people as well saying like around the 7.9, the high 7s. Basically.
Would you give him in the 8? Does he deserve to go in the 8s, or is it high 7s?
See, I was thinking 8. I was thinking just a flat 8, because he was good, but then again, it might be high 7s just because he missed 2 big chances.
For me, bro, I
feel like that negatively impacts.
Yeah, I'd go 7.7. He just didn't do quite enough for me to get in the 8. Still a brilliant score. 7.7, and still a really high score. But for me, I'd probably give him a 7.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think I'm getting gassed because it's Bernardo, innit? Do you know what I mean? I think it's easy to get gassed on players that you love. Bernardo is a player that I love, but if you're going to be critical of his performance, then like we are doing about all these players, then
5 key passes though.
Yeah, that's good.
5 key passes in the game.
Yeah, that is good. That
is pretty wild. But look, a 7.7 is not a bad score anyway. So I'm going 7.7. You're going 8.
Yeah, I went
7.9.
And
I'm looking at the chat here. A lot of people in that sort of region. I've seen the lowest sort of like Benno there with a 7.5, and I'm seeing sort of the highest of sort of like 8.3, 8.4. A couple of variations outside of them, but pretty much everyone is in that sort of range. So yeah, another good performance from Bernardo Silva yesterday. Unlucky not to get a goal. Right, moving on to a guy who had another really, really good game, and it's Jack Grealish. Played 90 minutes, had 93 touches of the ball, made 74 passes with a 92% pass accuracy, had 4 key passes in the game, made 3 long balls, all of them successful, made 1 big chance created, had 3 shots on target, 2 shots off target, 1 shot blocked, made 5 dribbles, 3 of them were successful. He won 5 out of his 10 ground duels, and got fouled a couple of times there as well. I thought he had a really, really good game yesterday, and in fact, I remember saying during the watch along, and I stand by this. I actually think that his performance yesterday was more impressive than the one against United, and the reason I say that is because I think yesterday it was harder for him because he had less space. So against United, you probably look at United and go, oh yeah, he was better against United. But for me, he had more space against United. It was easier for him against United. Yesterday, especially in that first 30 minutes, it was really, really tight. He didn't really have too much space to operate in, but it was still managing to make plays and make stuff happen. So for me, I was more impressed with his performance yesterday. The Xtra Club, bro, giving him a 9.1, a massive, massive score for Jack Grealish.
That is big. Is that? I think that probably his biggest rating that he's had since he's been at City.
Probably is, yeah. It's a huge, huge score. What are you saying? Does he deserve to be in the 9s, or is it the 8s for Jack Grealish?
No. I can't put him in the 8s. I agree with you completely on the fact that I think yesterday's game was more difficult than the derby. The derby day, he had all the space in the world to run into, so of course it's going to look better. Do you know what I mean? He's driving forward into that space. He's going to look mint.
Yeah.
But what happened yesterday is that it was very, very tight. There was every single one of their players in the box. Yeah, everyone's getting doubled up on. It was very difficult for him, but he still had a very, very good game. And that's something that we've not really seen. Usually, when it's all tight and compact, he's struggled quite a bit in the City side, whereas against Copenhagen, you can see that he's getting more confident. Genuinely, you can see he's getting more confident. And as the game went on, the spaces started to open up. And that's what happens in every game. As the spaces started to open up, he started to exploit that. And look at the fifth goal. Jack Grealish running with the ball, driving in field, which is exactly what you want to see from Jack Grealish. Exactly why we bought him, for them kind of runs. Running in the forward, into the midfield, pops it off to Riyad Mahrez, then crosses it over, and then Alvarez taps it in. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Honestly, I genuinely think he deserves to be in the 9s. I think 9.1's fair.
Do I think he deserves to be in the 9s? Oh.
It's always
the only reason that I'm thinking about it is because to say that he deserves to be in if a player is in the 9s, that is an absolute brilliant performance, and I don't like just dishing him out.
Yeah, you're like Joe Paul Hollywood on Bake Off when he gives the handshake.
Yeah,
that's you with a 9.
You know what? I'm going to be a harsh man. I'm going to give him an 8.9, bro.
Oh!
I'm going to give him an 8.9.
No handshake for Jack Grealish today.
If he would have got that goal, then maybe I would have put him in the 9s, man. But another good performance from Jack Grealish. This is what we want to see from him. We want to see him making plays. We want to see him making things happen, and he really did that last night. Super unlucky not to get a goal, man. On another day, he could have probably had a hat-trick himself. But yeah, brilliant performance from Jack Grealish. I did ask the chat by the poll, does Grealish deserve to be in the 9s or in the 8s? 64% of people in the stream think, yeah, he does deserve the 9+ rating, and 36% of people say no, he deserves to be in the 8s. But look, the fact that we're talking about whether he should be in the 8s or the 9s, that's really positive for Jack Grealish. He seems to be hitting a bit of form right now. Seems to be, quieting the Jack Grealish agenda. This is good news for him. What he needs to do now is just keep up the consistency.
Yeah, the more telling thing about the whole thing is consistency. And it's starting to happen. Wolves, United, Copenhagen, 3 games, all back to back, and he's played mint.
Yeah, we've got Southampton coming up at the weekend. Another game where he should be able to make stuff happen.
I'd start him.
I'd start him.
I know he played the full
him,
90.
bro.
I'd start Jack Grealish on the left and Phil Foden on the right hand side against Southampton. 100%. Because I think you've got to keep him in the team now and keep him thriving, keep it going. And hopefully he can finally get a goal or an assist, but rather than pre-assist, because no one cares about pre-assist. Pre-assist needs to be a stat, you know.
I know.
They're so important.
I know.
The amount of times that players have had pre-assists is mad.
We need to get that in there. It'd be
interesting. I think you said this the other week, bro, that it'd be interesting if there is a website that does actually look at pre-assists and see how many they've got, because David Silva and that, bro, it'd be mad to see how many they got.
Yeah, for sure. Right, guys, we're almost at Haaland time. One more player to go until we get to Erling Haaland. We've got a super chat here from Eric, coming in with a $5 donation. Yes, Eric. So Jack was a luxury last year, but this year he looks like a very important part of the team. It's great to see. It is great to see, and we want to see that more. You know, he's had a couple of games now in a row where he's been really good. If he goes back to being ineffective, then that's not going to do him any favour. He needs to keep up the consistency, keep making plays. And it's not always easy, you know. Him and Mahrez struggle sometimes because teams just pack out the back line and they don't have much space. But at the end of the day, they're paid a lot of money to find a way. That is their job, to find a way through those tricky moments. So Jack Grealish doing well right now, and long may it continue. Riyad Mahrez, before we get onto Riyad Mahrez, guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream. We're now 20 likes away from 200, man. 400 people in right now. Let's see if we can get those likes up past 200. So 20 people, please drop a thumbs up on the stream if you've not done so already. Right, okay, Riyad Mahrez, bro, back in the side yesterday, which I thought was a bit strange, actually, given...
we both did.
Yeah, given Guardiola's comments in the press conference, but it shows you what we know. Right, Riyad Mahrez, he got his start yesterday, played 90 minutes. Did he play 90 minutes yesterday? I think I got subbed off.
No, because he got the assist for Alvarez, the 5th goal.
Oh yeah. So, no, sorry, it was Bernardo Silva got subbed off. My mistake.
Oh yeah, no, because you know what I was thinking. Cole Palmer came on,
yeah,
so surely
that's what I was
Mahrez was
thinking.
off.
That's exactly what I was thinking, but it was Bernardo that got subbed off. Right, okay, Riyad Mahrez, bro. Listen to this: 90 minutes played, 1 goal, 1 assist. He had 92 touches of the ball. He made 71 passes with a 93% pass accuracy.
That's big.
He had 7 key passes. He made 5 crosses, 2 successful, 7 long balls, 6 successful. He made 1 big chance, 2 shots on target and a shot blocked. He made 3 dribbles, 2 of which were successful. He won 4 out of his 8 ground duels, won a couple of fouls there as well. I thought he had a really good game yesterday, actually, Riyad Mahrez.
It's good because he's put his name in contention again, and he actually came out last night and said he's proving himself, to be at the level that he knows that he can be at, kind of thing.
Yeah.
He knows his level. I think he knows he's not been at that. Pep knows he's not been at that. Pep said at the press conference that he's not been at that, and I think that little added bit of pressure.
Yeah.
It was definitely mind games from Pep, that. Do you know what I mean? Putting a little bit of pressure on Mahrez there because he knows he's starting. Mahrez knows he's starting, so then he goes, right, come on, you gotta be doing bits. And I think he took it well. Like, his penalty was incredible. Obviously, unfortunately, Haaland wasn't on the pitch to take the penalty to get the hat trick, but we know Mahrez is mint at penalties.
Yeah.
It was a very, very good penalty, as always.
It's a brilliant pen, yeah.
He's got a goal and assist.
Goal and assist, 7 key passes, 1 big chance created, and 93% pass accuracy.
So for me, I see a lot of people in the chat saying 7s and that. I think the fact that he got a goal and assist defaults him to an 8. That's the lowest I think he can get for me, an 8, and all the key passes in that. I'm gonna say an 8.2.
I think, honestly, bro, I think a goal and assist, I think that has to default you to 8.5, man. On a real, I really, really do. I think he had a really, really good game.
Maybe I've just been harsh because I know how good Riyad Mahrez is.
Yeah,
but he is sick. And then Tarai, you're getting onto the exact point I was gonna say. Then he's good, but we know he's not at his best yet. So maybe I just know he's better than this. You know what I mean? And I know there's more to come from him, but
if you judge it just purely on the performance, the guy got a goal and assist, created 7 key passes in the game, and created a big chance as well. I think it has to be above an 8, guys.
Yeah, it has to be. You can't. I think he defaults to above an 8.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll go 8.4, yeah? I got 8.4.
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle at an 8.4. I'm fine.
We'll go 8.4. Now, the Xtra Club give him a 7.6, and I'm looking at it, and that's because a lot of people give him a 7 or a 9. Not many people give him an 8, so yeah, they got a 7.6. But for me personally, I think if you get a goal and assist and make 7 key passes in the game, I have to give you over an 8. I can't give you below an 8, guys. So for me, I give him an 8.4, and you know, that was his first start for a long time. And if he can get his fitness back or whatever Pep's asking him to do, then yeah, his performances are only going to go one way.
It's good because I feel like he might get more minutes against Southampton. I don't think he'll start against Southampton, but I think he might get more minutes at the weekend. Yeah.
It's just like we've said this for a couple of weeks now. For Riyad Mahrez, it's just about playing games, getting his fitness back up there, and you know, then the form will come. And you know, if he's scoring a goal and getting an assist in a game where it's his first start, then geez, what's he going to be like when he's fully ready to go? So. Yeah, there's going to be a period in the season where we're going to really need Riyad Mahrez. Right, Erling Haaland season now, guys. Played 45 minutes in the game, scored 2 goals, 4 shots on target. He made 11 touches of the ball.
That's so funny, bro.
11 touches and scored 2 goals. Made 3 passes in 45 minutes, all of which were successful. Yeah, I mean, if you just look at the if you looked at the stats and ignored the goal stats, you'd be giving him like a 2.
Yeah, you'd be like, what a shit game for him.
You know what I mean? The guy hardly touches the ball. He makes no passes. He does nothing. However, he scores 2 goals. So it's like he's super effective with his touches.
His link-up play is mad as well. Like, I know he doesn't really touch the ball that much, and you don't really see it too much then. But against United, you could see it. Like, his link-up play was mint. They clearly all have. But at the start of the season, we're like, we don't really know how to play with this guy yet. Whereas now, I feel like all the players are kind of getting used to it. Like they kind of know how to play with Erling Haaland at the moment in time. But I still think there's more to come. I still feel like there's still more to get from that. But yeah, I see loads of people in the chat roasting him for not getting 3. Just the impact, bro. And I go back, and we've said this a few times now about that Carragher video. If you've not watched it on Sky Sports, the video about Jamie Carragher against United, and he's showing Erling Haaland's impact. It happened again.
Yeah. In
this game, you could see and that's how he got his goal. Although it just fell to him, kind of thing. But that is how he got his goal, because the defender gave him so much space because he was scared of playing the offside trap against him because the guy's just never offside.
Yeah.
I think just the presence of him gets him points. Yeah, the presence of Erling Haaland, because it changes the other team.
Do you not think it's really difficult to give Haaland a rating when he doesn't even touch the ball? He touched the ball.
He played 45 minutes.
Like, it's really difficult to give Erling Haaland a score, in my opinion. He touched the ball. How can you judge a player? How can you give a score on a guy that touched the ball 11 times? Some people will go, well, his main job is to score goals, and he scored 2 goals off just 11 touches. So some people will say, that deserves a 10, because he scored 2 goals off 11 touches. Do you know what I mean? So, but then other people might be like, well, could he have got involved in the game a bit more? Could he have scored more goals? Like, I find it really difficult. For me, I'm probably just going to give him a 9, bro. Because I don't even know how to value this guy. I don't know how to give him a rating anymore. Well, he defies, he breaks the game, innit?
The Xtra Club have given him a 9.4. He's the Xtra Club members' man of the match. And I was fine with that. I was actually thinking, yeah, that's fine. But when I think about it, he only played half the game, but he did score twice. He scored twice, bro.
I know.
In 45 minutes.
I know. But then Mahrez scored 1 and got an assist. Like, so I don't know. I just find it really difficult with Haaland. You know what we need?
ID says you have to judge a player's impact on the game, and he did have a massive impact on the game. But
if you think his impact was 2 goals off 11 touches. That impact is huge.
It's a massive impact.
It's a huge impact on you know. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Like, I don't even know, man. Like, someone needs to come up with some sort of formula to judge Haaland's and give him a rating.
Judge his performance.
Because
he barely touches the ball, innit?
He's a human. He's not a human, right? He's a robot. So he needs to have his own separate algorithm of judging how he has played.
I've seen there's a .gov petition.
Oh yeah,
to get rid of to get Erling Haaland out of the Premier League because he's a robot, not a human. Yeah. That's funny, that, and there's bare signatures on it. Honestly, because it's mad, because as City fans, we're all gassed about Erling Haaland, and we're all like, confused by him. It's like crazy to see someone of this ability.
Yeah.
But fans of all other clubs as well are in the same boat as City fans, because we're all sat here together going, this guy's just not human. The difference is we're loving it and it's pissing everyone else off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so difficult to...
Well, he got the Xtra Club man of the match. I mean, I guess he gets my man of the match. I don't even know. I feel like just default at the beginning of the game, just default everything to Haaland.
If Haaland plays, he's man of the match, top goal scorer, everything. But I'm glad Grealish actually got the UEFA man of the match. It was good to see him.
Grealish played really well.
In fact, the picture of Grealish holding the man of the match thing, that did bare numbers yesterday. It was popping off that picture. So I'm honestly, I'm buzzing for Grealish in that. But yeah, Haaland is just he's just a beast.
He is fantastic. Right, okay, I want to get into the substitutes, ref and Pep Guardiola. I'm not going to spend too much time on the subs, only because tonight at 9 o'clock I'm doing a stream with Gavin. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the academy. We're going to be talking about Palmer, Rico-Lewis and Esbrand. So
that's all our subs.
Yeah, it's all our subs. So if you wanna come back tonight, 9 PM, we'll be speaking in depth about Palmer, Rico-Lewis and Esbrand. Palmer came on. The Xtra Club give him an 8.2, which I think is a really fair rating.
Oh wait, Alvarez. I just realised we missed it.
Alvarez. Yeah, sorry. It's good. Yeah,
forgot about him
because of the Xtra Club man of the match thing.
Yeah.
Confused me. Right, okay. Let me give you his stats. I completely forgot about him. What a disrespectful guy.
I just realised, and I was like, wait, I'm sure there's another player.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So Alvarez played 90 minutes. Got a goal, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target. Made 7 dribbles, 1 successful. Hit the woodwork once as well. Had 38 touches of the ball and made 26 passes with an 85% pass accuracy. 2 crosses unsuccessful. 2 long balls, 2 of them were successful. Especially the one, I don't know if you remember, he picked the ball up off the right, turned with his weaker foot, left foot, switched the ball all the way across the pitch to Grealish. Fantastic cross that. Won one of about his 6 ground duels and won a couple fouls there as well. It was a performance, I'm going to be honest. I don't really see him too much last night. Like, I didn't really see him getting involved too much.
Other than his goal. And it's a weird one, that, because he is definitely involved. You know he's involved because the guy doesn't stop running. He's 100% always involved. It was just more of a... I don't think... do you know what I mean? When Haaland went off, I was buzzing because I was thinking, right, Alvarez is the main man now, kind of thing. So we might see a bit more from him. But I didn't see too much of him. He did get a goal, obviously, which was good finish, and that obviously was a bit of a tap-in. But and he does work his ass off. It just, for me, I don't know if I can judge. I see people say, like, I've seen someone then say like 8.5 or something. I don't think I can. I don't think I can go that high.
Can you go in 8s?
I don't know. My initial, if I want to go with my initial thought, my initial thought was 7.7 or 7.9 because he got a goal. I was thinking 7.9.
I'd go with the first. I think it's 7.7. The Xtra Club give him an 8. I wouldn't argue with someone if they said 8. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he's a striker and he got a goal, so he did well there. But if someone said, nah, he deserves to be in the 8 LB, I wouldn't argue with him. But yeah, I'd probably give him like a 7.7, me personally. But yeah, I think it was good for him just to get some minutes yesterday. You know what I mean? He's not had them as many minutes as he might have wanted, but. Yeah, I'm probably going to give him a 7.7.
Benno in the chat says, have you seen, apparently he said we're holding him back? I don't remember saying that.
I ain't seen that, Benno.
I ain't seen that.
I've seen that he was asked something similar in Argentina when he was buzzing. He was just like, yeah, loving it at City at the moment. Best place for my development. So, yeah, no, I don't think so, man.
It's good to see Alvarez settling in, though. That's the best thing.
Yeah, no, sure. Codename Zero has that algorithm for Haaland, bro. He says it's a 6 base rating for Haaland plus 1.5 per goal equals overall Haaland rating. So he gets 1 goal.
So he gets 9. So he gets a 9.
He gets a 9. That's not a bad formula.
Codename Zero. I think you just worked it out. But I'm going to save this. I'm saving this for the next time that we have this conversation. I'm going to put it above Haaland's head in this spreadsheet. There we go. Right, we have the formula to work out Haaland.
Right, okay. I'm just going to give you the ratings for the subs then, guys. As I just said, we are going to be speaking about this tonight with Gavin at 9 PM in the Academy stream. So if you want a bit more breakdown on the Academy players, come back tonight. Palmer got an 8.2, which I think is a fair rating. Thought he was pretty decent when he came on. Rico-Lewis got a 7.5. I don't have any issues with that. I thought he looked pretty composed.
Very comfortable.
And Esbrand got a 7.3, which I think is fair as well. I think he was on the pitch slightly less than Rico Lewis, so I think slightly less rating, pretty decent, but had a good game nonetheless. Pep Guardiola got a 9.7, which I think again is pretty fair. 5-0 win at home. We're on the edge of qualification now, looking good for top spot at the moment. So yeah, all decent. And the referee got a 7.9 again.
And I think that's one of the highest. The people actually giving the referee 10s.
Yeah, I actually don't think the referee did anything really wrong. I don't remember moaning.
Put it back for the penalty and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think I don't remember us sweating about the ref.
Yeah, not
Did we sweat about the ref in the derby either?
Nah, the referee in the derby was decent.
What's going on?
Times are changing, bro. Finally learned how to do the jobs.
Nah, bro. We do some at bad Southampton, innit? You get a red card or some shit. You can't carry on like this.
I know. But yeah, they're your extra club ratings, guys. They're your player ratings. Pretty much agree with every one of them. Maybe you would have given Mahrez a little bit higher than what they give, but other than that, I'm pretty much in agreement or roundabout in the same place. Tonight's stream, by the way, seriously looking forward to this. We're going to be speaking about Cole Palmer, Rico Lewis, Wilson Esbrand. Also going to be having a big moan about James McAtee being at Sheffield United. They're going to hashtag free McAtee season. Going to be speaking about Tommy Doyle. Going to be speaking about Luke Mbete seemingly having a bad time at Huddersfield. And we're going to be speaking about Callum Doyle, a defender at Coventry, who's looking really, really good and getting praises left, right and centre. Looks like he has a big future.
I'm going to miss that stream because I'm at football. Can I ask you just one question now?
Go on.
What's Liam Delap's situation? Is he still at Stoke? Is he playing?
Yeah, so Liam Delap right now is at Stoke. It was a bit of a weird decision to send him there, and the reason is because he went...
didn't they sack the manager Rapid? Yeah,
they sacked them. They sacked the manager. Now he's played 8 times for Stoke. He's starting games, but he's not managing to get goals now. I've not seen anything of Stoke. However, Gavin's wife and his daughter both are Stoke fans. He's a City fan, and his wife and daughter are Stoke fans, and they have season tickets. So tonight, I'll also ask him about what's going on with Liam Delap there, because obviously, he's having a little bit of a bad time. Well, a bad time in the sense he's not scoring goals.
Yeah.
So, there's a little bit of moaning going to be going on tonight, guys, because some of these loan moves are questionable. So come back tonight. It's going to be a good stream. A few frustrations are going to be aired, but we're going to be speaking about some good players, man, and some players that are really looking like they could break into the first team. So, it's going to be a good one.
I'm looking forward to it. Even though I won't be able to watch it live.
Yeah, right, okay, that's it. Back at 9 PM tonight. Guys, if you can do us one favour, the One Football app have sponsored the stream today. It's completely free for you guys to download. If you download it, you help support the channel. Just click the link, whack download, select City as your favourite team, done. You'll start using it because it's a sick app. So massive shout out to them. And if you do want to help support us, all you have to do is download the app. So massive thank you to everyone that does that. Make sure you drop a like on the stream, 229 right now. Let's see if we can get it to 250 by the end. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our streams. And I'll see you tonight, folks. It's going to be a mega stream tonight, man. Me and Gav are going to go in on some of these low moves. See you later.
Yes, in a bit.